Why do we keep giving second chances, even when it hurts? What if the second chance you're giving isn't about love, but about something unresolved deep inside you? Stay with me until the end of this video, because I'll share a crucial insight from Carl Jung that can change how you see attachment, hope, and emotional boundaries forever. We often believe that second chances are acts of kindness, that forgiveness proves our emotional maturity, that patience is a virtue. But from a Jungian perspective, this story runs much deeper. Very often, a second chance is not given because the other person has truly changed. It's given because we haven't yet learned how to let go. According to Carl Jung, the psyche clings to what feels familiar, even when it causes pain. The unconscious is not concerned with happiness. It is concerned with repetition. It pulls us back into old dynamics, in the hope that this time, the wound will finally heal. Hope becomes tied to memory, to a few good moments, to an illusion that says, maybe now it will be different. But here's the painful truth. When personal boundaries have already been crossed, the unconscious often interprets forgiveness not as strength, but as permission. Not permission to love more, permission to take more emotional roughness, more disrespect, more erosion of self-worth. Jung believed that when we abandon our inner limits, the shadow takes control, both in us and in the other person. What is not confronted becomes repeated. What is tolerated becomes normalized. This is why waiting for change, where there has never been accountability, is more exhausting than an honest ending. You live in constant inner tension. You watch every word. You analyze every gesture. You hope. You endure. And with every new chance, there is less of you left. From a Jungian lens, maturity is not about endlessly understanding others. It is about recognizing when understanding turns into self-betrayal. True psychological growth begins not when we explain someone's behavior, but when we finally stop participating in what diminishes us. Here is the key insight Jung hinted at, but few talk about openly. Sometimes the psyche doesn't need another explanation. It needs a decisive interruption. Ending a destructive cycle is not failure. It is individuation, the process of becoming whole. And here's the secret I promised you at the beginning. Letting go is not rejection of love. It is loyalty to the self. When you stop giving chances to dynamics that wound you, you create space for relationships that meet you at the level of respect, presence, and emotional truth. If this message resonated with you, support your inner work by subscribing to Psychology of Happiness. Like this video, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what insight spoke to you most, and join us for more deep psychological reflections inspired by Carl Jung. Because healing begins where self-respect is no longer negotiable.